The air right a lot. Answer that sounds great, but fails the bar raiser. Most candidates jump straight to proposing proxy metrics, and in doing so, they signal they are measuring activity, not thinking rigorously about whether those proxies actually connect to customer impact. The question is, how would you measure the success of a feature that has no direct revenue signal? This is testing our right a lot, which at Amazon means you form strong, data-backed views and you know the limits of your own evidence. What the bar raiser is actually listening for is whether you understand that a proxy metric is a bet, not an answer, and whether you can articulate how you would stress test your own framework before it goes anywhere near a dashboard. Here is how most candidates answer this question about proxy metric design: smart, structured, and missing the thing that matters most.
I would start by identifying proxy metrics that correlate with the outcome we care about. For a feature like a new onboarding flow, I might look at activation rate, time to first action, and 7-day retention. I would track these in an A/B test and check for statistically significant lift. If the proxies move in the right direction, that is a strong signal the feature is working. I would also segment by cohort to make sure the gains are not driven by a single user group.
Jumps to metric selection without establishing causal chain first. No validation step. Assumes proxy correlation equals real outcome. Statistical significance mentioned, but no discussion of proxy risk or drift. No acknowledgement that the framework itself could be wrong. Here is exactly what I am writing in the debrief right now. Item 1. Proposes proxy metrics with no causal chain from feature to outcome. Item 2. Treats proxy correlation as sufficient evidence. No invalidation step. Item 3. Discusses statistical significance but not proxy validity or measurement risk. Item 4. No indication candidate understands the framework itself could be wrong. Verdict: does not demonstrate our right a lot. Same question, same feature. Listen to how this candidate earns the our right a lot signal before touching a single metric.
Before I pick any metric, I want to walk the causal chain. What behavior does this feature change? And how does that behavior connect to a customer outcome we actually care about? For a new onboarding flow, the chain might be: feature reduces friction. Users reach first meaningful action faster. They form a habit. 30-day retention improves. I would propose time to first meaningful action and 30-day retention as my leading and lagging proxies. But here's the part I think is often skipped. I would then actively try to break my own framework. What if retention improves, but users are doing the action mechanically without real value? I would pair the quantitative signal with a small qualitative check, session recordings, or a targeted survey to validate the proxy is measuring engagement and not just motion. I would document that assumption explicitly before shipping the measurement plan, so the team knows what would cause us to revisit it.
Opens with causal chain before naming a single metric. Distinguishes leading and lagging proxies with explicit rationale. Proactively stress tests own framework. Core, our right, a lot signal. Documents assumptions so the team can invalidate them later. Notice what changed. The candidate built the argument and then tried to break it. Item 1. Establishes causal chain from feature behavior to customer outcome before measuring. Item 2. Distinguishes leading and lagging proxies. Explains rationale for each. Item 3. Actively stress tests own framework. Identifies conditions that would invalidate it. Item 4. Documents assumptions explicitly so team can revisit if proxy drifts. Verdict: strong signal, raises the bar. Before your loop, run your answer through these 3 questions. Question 1. Can you name the causal step between the feature and the metric? If not, you are measuring activity, not customer impact. The bar raiser will see it. Question 2. Have you described one way your proxy metric could be wrong? A metric you cannot falsify is not rigorous. It is just a guess with a dashboard. Question 3. Did you document the assumption that would cause you to revisit? Without a stated condition, your framework has no expiration date and no owner. If you cannot answer yes to all three, you are not yet demonstrating are right a lot. You are demonstrating confidence without rigor, and at Amazon, those are not the same thing. How do your real stories score? Get a personalized report scored against the interview rubric Amazon uses for DS roles, including how a bar raiser would evaluate your causal reasoning and proxy metric design. Head to interview101.com and find out before your loop.